dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double time, double time. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's caught by Smith. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Grant. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Grant. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They still kick that. He will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Since he's the mic, since he's the mic. Take me up. Here we go. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. He completes it to Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yellow.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first, 18 yards that time. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll roll him out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Grant. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Grant gets past one man. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This is Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught at the 10. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. He's going to take him. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 47 yards on the ground. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Jones. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go. Magic. Mike 50, yo. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Shoot up.
Jackson now. Gonna throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson now. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken very short. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Let's go. 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Yeah, this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson being chased out left. The connecting here with DJ Shark. A gain there of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They go back to Grant. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They will run with Grant. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Jackson. It's Hill, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That good for 19 and a first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to win.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Jackson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Mike, 44. You can't block me. You can't block up. You can't block up.
4th down. Here's Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson operating from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know he's got a convoy and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st down, it's Grant. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He'll have a first down and more past the 20 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete to Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On third down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now here's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. Well, still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So for Cam.